Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today our topic is need and scope of educational psychology. Dear students, we have noted that different authors have given different definitions of educational psychology. Hence, nothing definite can be said about the scope of educational psychology. Moreover, education psychology is a new and growing science with indefinite regions and unexposed concepts. Many researches are still taking place in the field of educational psychology, and it's just possible that many new concepts, laws, and principles of educational psychology may be derived. It means that scope, areas, problems, fields, or boundaries of educational psychology are uncertain and unchanging. Anyhow, the following areas, fields, or problems can be included in scope of educational psychology. नंबर 1 इसमें आता है behavior. Educational psychology studies the behavior of the learner in learning situations. It studies psychological as well as psychological behavior of the learner. Psychology bases the behavior or instincts, emotions, sentiments, suggestions, sympathy, imitation, and play, etc. Psychology base of behavior are nervous system and glands, etc. Educational psychology studies all of these psychological bases of behavior. नंबर 2 इसमें आता है individual differences. Educational psychology studies individual differences and suggests ways and means to provide education to all types of people. No two individuals are alike. Individuals differ physically and capacities and capabilities, potentialities, and propensities, abilities, and intelligences, attitudes and aptitudes, interests and sentiments, temperaments and traits, age and sex, etc. It must be noted that individual differences are mainly caused by heredity and environment. Hence, educational psychology studies all these areas. नंबर 3 इसमें आता है डेवलपमेंट stages. Education psychology studies the nature of growth and development and general characteristics of physical, mental, and social development at various stages, that is at the age of infancy late childhood and adolescence. नंबर फोर्थ इसमें आता है learner study. Learner is the core and apex of educational psychology. It inquires how various modifications can be brought about in behavior of the learner. How and when do physical, social, emotional, and language development occur in learners? And how do various instincts make their appearances? नंबर फिफ्थ इसमें आता है learner study. Learner is the core and apex of educational sociology. Number fifth इसमें आता है learning. Learner study we have already discussed. Now we will discuss number fifth, learning. Educational psychology also studies nature and process of learning, laws and methods of learning, as well as factors of learning interests, attention, motivation, memory, habits, and transfer of training play very significant role in learning. Hence, all these topics are included in the scope of educational psychology. Number 6 इसमें आता है personality and intelligence. Educational psychology also studies nature, development, and assessment of personalities and intelligences. Adjustment problems with special references to gifted, backward, handicapped, problem, and delinquent children are also studied in educational psychology. Number 7 इसमें आता है measurement and evaluation. Measurement and evaluation is another important field of educational psychology. It gives new techniques and tests for measuring intelligence, personality, aptitudes, interests, and achievements, etc. It is educational statistic which helps us in measurement and evaluation. नंबर 8 इसमें आता है guidance and counseling. It is only after successful study of educational psychology that a teacher can discharge his duties successfully. The teacher has to guide and counsel the students at every stage. Rousseau was of the opinion that child is like book, whose every page has to be studied by the teacher. The impact of saying is that the teacher should give educational and psychological guidance and counseling to the pupils. This was all about need and scope of educational psychology. Now in next class we will study about methods of educational psychology.